You may not be where you want to be, but you damn sure ain't where you used to be. What's up, greatness? Welcome back to another episode of Leveling Up Made Easy with me, your number one level up mindset coach, Realism Hargrave. And I am here to disrupt your regularly scheduled programming. Full disclaimer, you will be motivated. You will be inspired. But this is not simply motivation and inspiration. We are here for the transformation. So let's get right into it. In today's episode, we are discussing how to correctly measure your success. I will be providing you with five ways to assess, appreciate, and respect your own personal and professional growth. Before we get into the ways, let's discuss why we even have to have a conversation such as this. Unfortunately, I run into some of the most amazing, powerful, and successful people. However, they identify themselves as everything else except. And it's interesting, and it's probably because of the fact that we look to society to define everything for us. And success is no different. Number one, yachts, celebrities, travel, leisure, shopping. You can buy anything you want. You can spend your time in any way you want. And yes, these are all signs and symbols of success, but they are not the only ones. So let's get right into this business, okay? Way number one, understand that success is personal. Yes, success is not a universal construct. It is not a one-size-fits-all thing. Your brother's success looks different from yours. Your sister's success looks different from yours. Another person, you cannot judge your chapter 1 by someone else's chapter 20. You understand? Success is something that only you can define and really describe for yourself based off of your life and all the things that you have went through. Earl Nightingale, he likes to define success as the realization of an ideal and worthy goal, something that you are pursuing, something that you have went after. And I agree with that definition. I believe that success is more about you, what you have experienced, what you have done, than what your friend next door is doing and how big of a car they have or what type of job title they have. Understand, in the first way to correctly measure your success, you must understand that success is personal. Okay, so way number 2, concentrate on how far you've actually come. Most of us, when we're thinking about success, we look ahead of ourselves. We assess it by how much more we have to go, how much we haven't done yet, why we haven't reached this milestone, how we didn't get there. But the reality is, when you're measuring success and when you're correctly measuring success, you can't do this without looking back. You have to look back. You have to think about how far you have actually come, which will determine an accurate reading of your success rather than how far you got to go. Focusing on how far you got to go, you'll never feel successful. You'll always feel stressed out. You'll always feel like, oh, you're just on that rat race. You're just trying to go. You're just trying. So many people, successful people I know, I give them congratulations. I say great job, whatever. They're like, I'm trying. Come on now. You're not trying. You're doing it. You're getting the damn thing done. And you have to give yourself a pat on the back for that. And the only way to do that is to measure how far you've come. Look back. Where did you start it? You started as an orphan, and now look at you. You built a nonprofit serving orphans. And yes, you may only have 20 people that you actually help, but wow, how far did you have to go to get to that point? You had a dream, you had an idea, you had a thought, you cultivated your mind, you put action to it. So you must understand, in correctly measuring your success, it is critical to look at how far you've come, not how far you got to go. Omit that. That's part of the goal building and making it happen aesthetic. But as far as correctly measuring your success, you must look at how far you've come. Way number 3, celebrate your small wins on the journey. This is critical. You understand? You can't just be like overlooking things, just like this YouTube channel. At the time of this recording, at this YouTube channel, this YouTube series, I have about 135 subscribers. Now, listen, to some of the YouTubers and people out there, and period, people are like 135. Like, that's not really nothing. But guess what? It was 0 before. It was only an idea before. It wasn't even a real channel. It wasn't even a real series. It was a thought. It was an idea. So I celebrate, and I'm going to continue to celebrate all of those small wins. When you do that, it allows you to have markers along the path and along the journey. And it gives you inspiration and encouragement. And it allows others also to continue to encourage and to support you. It is critical in how to correctly measure your own success. It is critical to celebrate your small wins. Way number 4, practice presence. Be in the moment. As you are going along your journey, you have to be there. You have to be aware. You can't be in your mind focused on where you're trying to go next while you are where you are. When you do that, you make an enemy of your present. You understand that? Because you're so trying to rush to your future, you make an enemy of your present. You're kind of constantly thinking about how far you got to go. You didn't reach this milestone yet. Oh, you only got this many subscribers. You just graduated law school. You're looking for a job. You put in 100 Indeed applications. Nobody got back to you yet. But you got to remember, you just graduated law school. Like, wow. Don't let where you are now take away how you got to where you are now. You understand that? This is crucial. You have to practice presence. Be grateful for where you are now and continue to hustle your way to where you want to go. But this is critical in assessing, appreciating, and respecting your own personal and professional growth. Way number 5, track your accomplishments. This means you have to self-reflect. You have to remember where you were, remember where you are, remember where you're going. Track your assessments. When my son was younger, he's my protege, and he's a very accomplished little young man at 20 years old. But I used to have him, every award he would get, every program he would be in, everything. He made a Google spreadsheet, and he would write everything. He would write everything down. Graduated from here, honored this way, student council president, whatever it was, so that he could have a way that when he's feeling down, he could go back and he can look at that and have a reminder of who he is, how far he's come, and what he's done, as well as when he needed to use those things for different essays or whatever. And I track my own accomplishments. Before, when 2022 was ending and we've just entered in 2023, I said, okay, what's my top 5 accomplishments for last year? That gave me some momentum, some energy, some juice, some fire, and everything to go forward with what I plan to do for 2023. And it was a reminder to myself about how great I really am and how wonderful I am. To correctly measure your success, you have to remember, like I said, and number 1, success is personal. It's all about your journey. It's all about where you came from. It's all about what you've experienced, all the hills, all the tragedies, all the triumphs, all of those things are the things that make you who you are. So you can own success because you are a lot further than where you were before. And it is critical and it is important. And it is amazing because it will continue to help you level up by understanding success is personal, by concentrating on how far you've come, by practicing presence, by tracking your accomplishments. You will, number 1, you will get the cherry on top. We got to give a cherry on top. The cherry on the top with these ways to assess, appreciate, and respect your own personal and professional growth is the unbreakable, unshakable, undeniable sense of gratitude, confidence, and respect that you will have for yourself. You understand that? You will feel great. You will know that you are great because you know where you came from. You know how far it took you to get to where you are now. Like, that's where I get all my confidence from. People ask me that all the time. They're like, how are you so confident? I am confident because of how I maintained a sense of self no matter what I've experienced, no matter what I've been through. Not because of my successes and the great things and the things other people want to pat you on the back for, but the things that only I know. The dark nights, the late nights, the lonely nights, the scary things, trying to bring people along the journey, all of that stuff, all the hustle and bustle in it. It makes me know that I am capable. You understand that? And it makes me grateful that I am my number one cheerleader, that I am the one who gets to define who I am and what I am. That is critical in the level up journey, because you can't be looking for all of these external stimulations to guide you, to direct you, to applaud you, all of that other stuff. If you want to correctly measure your success, take stock of who you are, where you've come from, how far you've come from, and remember, you're capable of anything that you put your mind and your heart to. So, as always, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Leveling Up Made Easy with me, your number one level up mindset coach, Realism Hargrave. And as always, if you've been moved, if you've been inspired, if you've been motivated, please share this video. You never know who we're going to be helping. And when I say that, I really mean it. You never know who needs to hear that good word or get that guidance right at the moment you choose to press send. You choose to share. Please continue to subscribe. And for my subscribers, please turn on your post notifications. That is the only way that YouTube will let you know that I have uploaded another episode. In addition to that, like it if you liked it, dislike it if you don't. You don't have to agree with me. You can also tell me, how do you measure your success? How has that happened to you? Or have you measured your success? Or are you one of those people who is very successful in your own right, but who doesn't claim it, who doesn't call it? You know, I address each of you as greatness on all of my platforms and everything. And some people ignore the content because they don't see themselves as great. They don't see themselves as successful. And listen, greatness is not about being the best or the next Martin Luther King or the next Obama or the next Kamala Harris. None of that. Greatness is about being all that God has made you to be in the season that He has made you to be in. Point blank, period. So until next time, you've just been reeled in. Peace and love, everybody.